on the main trunk railway line. Currently at the base of our spiral here, folks, and about to partake in our first climb up the spiral. In the direct line, the road is 5.5 kilometres from National Park, although we'll travel 11 kilometres of track to get here. To the left of the train are the two cuttings on the hillside. You'll see the sections of the spiral will be partaken in as we proceed up the spiral. The line rises 214 metres between the Raurimu here and National Park. The spiral overcomes a sharp rise with one circle, 3 horseshoe curves and 2 short tunnels. It effectively doubles the travelling distance but halves the rate of ascent from 1 in 50, thus making it manageable for our trains. First up, we're currently passing around this 1 kilometre long, 140 metre radius horseshoe curve. As we leave the base of the spiral behind us. To the right of the train is a pure tear stream. We'll see the stream again as we near the top of our climb to National Park. Bit of history here. Back in the 1870s, John Rochfoot was commissioned to survey the area so the main trunk line could push south from Te Awamutu. Rochfoot first had to gain the approval of our Māori chiefs who once controlled all of these areas. Although much of the present main trunk route in this area was a result of Rochfoot's work, he couldn't figure out a way to get the railway line down the steep slope between a national park and what is now known as Raurimu. Another surveyor, R.W. Holmes, came up with the ingenious Raurimu spiral, which you're all currently experiencing. Okay, we're now on the first level of the spiral and 30 metres above the station yard. As you can see to the left of the train shortly, Raurimu is not a very large town these days, but at the turn of the 1900s, it was the home of more than 2,000 people. The main source of employment in the town was once the 10 native timber mills operating here, the last one closing down in 1965. The English translation to the Māori word Raurimu is rau meaning leaf or mini, and rimu being a native red pine once milled here. As we clear this cutting, if you'd like to look up to the right of the train, very shortly you'll be able to see a flat section of track just up by the traction poles. We'll be passing over that flat section of track as we complete a full circle when we take the third level of our climb up the Raurimu spiral. Directly ahead to the right is the entrance to our first tunnel. This is the longest tunnel of the two at 384 metres in length. By passing through this first tunnel, we've now started our circle. For the track that we just looked up on and highlighted the flat section of tracks and the traction pole, this track is right above us. So when we exit from this first tunnel, if you like to look to the left of the train, you will see the track 2/3 of the way up the hillside. second level of the spiral. So when we emerge from our second tunnel, your view down to the left of the train will show Raurimu settlement once again. Raurimu settlement is 60 metres below us, and from this particular point you'll see the 140 metre radius horseshoe curve that we passed around at the base of the spiral. These two banks we're currently passing are called Cinder Bank. This is where a lot of the steam trains come down the spiral, used to stop and offload soot and ash before they completed the last two sections of the Raurimu spiral back in the very early part of the 1900s. To the left of the train is a section of track that we passed over before we entered into the first tunnel. When we were down there, we pointed out and highlighted the flat section of track and the traction poles here. And we're now currently passing over the first tunnel. From the first tunnel to this point, we've completed one full circle. The piece of track you just looked down on is directly beneath us, and this track will continue out to the right hand side of the train. So when we clear from this cutting, your view down to the right and back a little way by the small white shed will show you the track emerging from the two tunnels. Keeping our vision out to the right, back a little way. Very shortly as we clear this cutting, you'll be able to see your last glimpse of the settlement of Raurimu. Raurimu being 90 metres below us. It's only 1 kilometre away in a direct line, but we've had to travel at least 5 kilometres of track to reach this point. That completes the main section of the spiral. Also out to the right, shortly you'll be able to see the pure tear stream, which we passed and pointed out to you at the base of our Raurimu spiral. Now very shortly we're arriving into